Madrid here, doing a reading for Mmoogoooroots. Your name has lots of big O's and small O's in it, so I'm not too sure what's going on there. Anyway, you're born in February 86 on the Chinese New Year, so I'm guessing you were born after the Chinese New Year finish, which makes you born in the year of the tiger, and you are an Aquarius. So in the Chinese zodiac, the tiger is it falls in the same place as Aquarius does. As you might know, there are 12 animals and there are also 12 star signs, so they all sort of line up, and Aquarius and tiger are sort of the equivalent of each other in their respective zodiacs. So firstly, your rising sign is in Sagittarius. Having Sagittarius as your rising sign makes you someone who's quite interested in lots of things. Like, you won't not talk to someone, or you won't not be friends with someone straight off the bat for some superficial reason, like they don't work in the same industry, or you don't think that their ideas are any good. Having Sagittarius here generally makes you quite open-minded, makes you open to new ideas, and yeah, you'll find yourself talking to lots of different people about lots of different things from all walks of life, and you won't reject someone straight out. So yeah, people will find you quite easy to talk to. Your sun is in Aquarius, and sun is sort of your core foundation personality. And Aquarius is quite individualistic, as in it doesn't really follow trends, it does what it wants, and it can also be very stubborn. Now, your moon, your Venus, and your Mercury are all in Aquarius as well, and your Jupiter is also in Aquarius, and they're all quite close to each other. So I'd say your personality is very, very strongly Aquarius, in that you can be quite cold, detached, very harsh and logical sometimes, but you'd also make a very good friend. You're very stubborn, which is good and bad. It's good that it helps you see through hard times, and it's bad in that, well, people can't really change your mind. They might find you a little bit too abrasive with your ideas. Like, maybe you'll be very strong with your ideas and you won't really let other people, try to change your mind or anything like that. So having your moon in Aquarius is not the friendliest place to have your moon, because moon is about how you feel. It's about what you want inside. It's about empathy, being sympathetic to other people. And Aquarius is none of those things really, so you might find yourself unable to relate to what other people are feeling or what other people are thinking, and you might find yourself being kind of deaf to the suffering of other people. That said, Aquarius is generally quite a charitable person, so it will make you support larger causes. It will make you want to do volunteer work. It will make you want to go out in the community and help other people. But it doesn't really make you someone who feels for other people. It doesn't make you sort of doesn't really make you someone who empathizes with other people. Like, if someone is having a problem, they'll have to explain it to you, they'll have to tell you about it, they'll have to tell you what's good and what's bad and what's going on. Like, you don't have that great of an intuition having so many planets in Aquarius. Your Venus is also there, so Venus is about relationships. Now, Aquarius people make great friends. They're very easy to befriend, and they're not very judgmental. Like, they won't not be friends with someone because they're wearing the wrong clothes, or they're not as rich as they are, or something like that. So Aquarius is quite open-minded in that sense. But when it comes to more personal romantic relationships, you might find yourself being a little bit detached. So I don't imagine you as someone who's very clingy, who is very needy. I see you more as someone who's independent, strong, and You know what you want in the relationship and you're not afraid to take charge. Your Mercury is also in Aquarius, and this is quite good because Aquarius is an intellectual sign. So having Mercury, which represents your mind, in an intellectual sign, makes you able to think. It makes you quite logical, helps you grasp ideas, helps you grasp the mechanics of things, helps you see the reality of things without being sidetracked by like emotions and sentiments and stuff like that. So you probably find yourself with quite an organized mind. You find it um, easy to understand problems, to solve problems with your mind, and you find it very easy to be logical and detached. So you don't get too involved. You're always you're always logical. Like you will never react out of emotion. You'll never do something wrong because you are too emotionally involved. When it comes to friends, you might find yourself a little bit reserved at times, but the friends that you do have, you are very loyal to and you're very sincere to. You are very, yeah, quite honest with your friends, and you don't have a lot of like superficial friends. Your Mars is in Sagittarius, so that means um, you're quite idealistic in the way you think. You think that life should be fair, good people should deserve good things, bad people deserve to be punished, and you might have qualms with people who might not be as morally superior as you, and you're always going to defend what is theoretically right, what is morally right, yeah, as opposed to what might be easier or what might be practical. You think um, life should be quite fair, yeah. You have Saturn in Sagittarius, Sagittarius as well, and your Saturn is in conjunction with your rising sign, as is your Mars, and this will give you quite a stern, quite mean or even violent attitude sometimes. You might find yourself being pushed and pulled by these very strong internal forces. One is telling you to strike out, and the other one is quite stern and quite strong and disciplined. So you might find yourself being, yeah, quite moody at times. You might find yourself to have very strong alternating feelings between aggression and just stern, being a very fatherly, sort of heavily grounded figure, and people might not find you the easiest to hang out with, or they might not like going out with you, or hang out with you because you might not be that fun, and you may be prone to sort of um, being very severe or overly critical of other people. And along with your being Aquarius, being